All right, everyone, what's going on? It's yours truly again, Miss Cat Riel, the girl in my lives, and this right here is the latest video from my blog. Yeah, this is it. So, it's been a while since I made a video, you guys. I know it has been a while. Not that anybody's really sweating my channel that hard that they would even notice that a video hasn't been posted in over 2 weeks. But in case yet you have, I owe you an apology, because I did make a commitment to myself on this channel that I would post once or twice every week, and that's just not been the case lately. And there's a good reason for that. Trust me, if you want to stay towards the end of the video, you'll find what that reason is. But if not, then I'll see you later. But anyway, for those that want to stay and hear what's going on in this bitch's life. Oh my God. So before I say anything else, I just want to say that it's not that easy making these vlogs, exposing your innermost personal and intimate details about your life to the internet, which eventually lands into the laptops of millions of strangers. But in my case, it's only about 24. But nevertheless, it's still quite intimidating to do these videos. But in the last 3 years since I've been making them, I have learned to use discretion for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part, I've been able to use discretion as to what parts of my life I want to expose out into the internet and what parts I want to keep to myself. And some videos are better than others in that regard. I have retracted many a video. I have taken down many videos that I've posted because I had found that they were cringeworthy quite few weeks, a few days, sometimes a few hours after I posted them. But you know, this is a whole learning experience, right? So some people may wonder, well, why do you do this, Kat? Like, why do you make these videos and talk about your innermost secret details of your life if you don't want people to know what's going on? And I'm like, listen, the reason why I made this channel was because I wanted to document my transition in the beginning, right? But since then, it's taken on a life of its own, and it kind of morphed away from the transitioning factor into just regular life for me. And recently, I tried to incorporate interviewing people that I think are very interesting people on my channel, just because I think everybody has a story, and I think that everybody's story should be heard, and I'm no different. So being that this is my platform and this is my opportunity to tell my story, this is why I do what I do. But that being said, I have to use discretion, and I have to be careful about what I put out there, because unfortunately there are bad people that exist in this world. And when that is the case, you have to realize that some of the content that you may put out may be used against you. Not that anybody's looking out to hurt me. I mean, I don't know. People always seem to be trying to kill me from one day to the next, but recently, maybe that's not the case. I'm not really sure. Anyway, what am I saying here? I don't even know what the hell this video is going to be about. I just wanted to come on here because I haven't made a video in a long time. So I'm just going to talk about shit and just see what comes out and throw a title on it and post that bitch and hope for the best, okay? Great. So I have a boyfriend. I know what you're about to say. Oh, Kat. Not another one, but guess what? This one's actually my fiance now, because he asked me to marry him, and I said, yes. Because let's face it, how many opportunities am I going to have for somebody who wants to marry me? And the answer to that question is not many, because if you've followed my videos at all, you'll see that all of my last relationships have been a tragic train wreck, fiery disaster. And the truth of the matter is that finding someone true, finding someone genuine, finding someone that I'm attracted to, and someone that is attracted to me back at the same time, mind you, is nearly fucking impossible. So the fact that I met the man of my dreams right now, in regards to the way he treats me and in regards to the way he makes me feel, I hit gold, you guys. This guy is just so loving towards me. And he's so attentive towards me, and he just protects me. He is very protective over me. He makes me feel like I'm the only woman on the planet when I'm with him, and there is just nothing that can compare to that. So some may lend the question in saying that, well, why marry him? Why not just date him for a long time? You know what? I don't really know the answer to that question. Don't really know. All I know is that I always jump the gun and I'm jumping it again. And, you know, my last relationship with my ex, I was with him for 10 years. So, and, you know, I moved in like 3 weeks after I met him. So who's to say what's going to work out? Who's to say what relationship material or what relationship fuel makes things work? Everybody's relationship is different, and there is no one way to have a relationship. So despite all of the people that I know who I've told their advice, I'm going against it. And I decided to marry Joshua because I love him, and I think he loves me too. I know he loves me too. I don't know why I just said that, but not to say that we don't have our hard times. We have had a few fights, a few arguments, but we work them out. We have a lot of obstacles ahead of us because of the fact that, well, I'm not going to throw out too much personal information on the internet, but we just have a lot of obstacles ahead of us. But there's more. On top of that, I decided that I'm going to move with him to the West Coast. I am tired of living in this city. I feel like there aren't really many opportunities for me here. I've been transitioning here for 5 years, and it's been fruitless. In fact, I feel like I am going backwards, not improving, but actually falling back to where I was 10 years ago. 10 years ago in regards to my finances, in regards to my career. I haven't been able to find a steady job as a barber in this town in over 5 years since I started my transition, which is complete bullshit because I'm a bomb-ass barber and I have a lot of experience, 27 years to be exact, thank you very much. But they won't give me a job simply based on the fact that not only do I present as a female, but because I'm a trans female. And that is the bullshit that I'm calling out about this town. So fuck you, Fort Lauderdale. I'm gonna go look for another town that would treat me a lot better than you do, bitches. And this is supposed to be a trans-friendly city. So, but you know, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I mean, there's other trans women here that they're what they do and they're successful. Of course, what they do is prostitution, but I'm not judging them. That's what they got to do. That's what they got to do. Trans women sometimes have to be prostitutes, if not more often than not, because nobody gives them jobs. But I wouldn't make a good prostitute, honestly, because I don't know. I just don't. The thought of having sex with random people is just not really my thing, you know? I have to be in a committed relationship to have sex with somebody. I just can't be all rando when it comes to sex. And with Joshua, I make love, and that is just so much better than sex. And I don't think he would approve of me being a prostitute. So, in fact, I know he wouldn't approve of it. So that's out the window. So I am going to take my 27 years experience as a barber and cosmetologist, and I'm going to look for a job where people are nicer and people aren't as fucking judgy and prejudiced and transphobic as those that live in the greater Fort Lauderdale area. Which is so weird because our mayor's gay. He's extremely gay. And there are so many homos and lesbos here and a shit ton of trannies, honey. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a tranny in this town. But even though we have laws that protect us here, we have plenty of laws that protect us. But how am I going to prove that people aren't hiring me because I'm trans? Because they're not telling me that's why they're not hiring me. No, what they're doing is saying, oh, we're not hiring anymore, despite there being a fucking hiring sign right in their window. And then the way that they treat me is completely obvious as to why they don't want to hire me. They don't even want to give me a shot to demo a haircut or to even have an interview. So, you know, fuck you. Anyway, Joshua says that I will have better luck in the city that we're moving to, and I am excited to check it out and give it a try. I think I just need to try something different. I think I need to step away from the same old, and just try something that I haven't done before. And that is getting out of my comfort zone, getting out of my bubble, and just doing something that I haven't done before. And not to mention, I'm a complete burden on my family and my ex-husband, a complete burden. I'm reminded of that every time I speak to them or see them. So I feel like they would be better off if I wasn't here anyway, you know? I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I want to be able to support myself like I have been my entire life, but it just hasn't happened yet, you know? As for my mental health, it's been a lot better. Since I started seeing Rachel, I got on a mood stabilizing medication, which has worked really well. I don't think I need to increase the dosage at all. I have been able to stay even keel, which has been fantastic. I still feel a lot. You know, I'm still an emotional person. I still cry about 4 times a day for one reason or another. So I know that that's all still working. And I feel the regular range of emotions, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but I don't go too deep with the depression, and I don't go too crazy with the mania. It's just even kill. And that's what we want. That's what we've been looking for. I really want you guys to meet Joshua, but I'm gonna wait before I introduce you guys, only because for his safety and mine. Another reason why we're not safe, I should say another reason why we're moving, is because we're just not safe here anymore. You see, Joshua and I both have a past. We have a past in which we've made enemies. We made enemies with bad people. And those bad people have been coming around trying to get payback for the wrong that they feel was bestowed upon them. This is all a perceived wrongdoing. If you ask me, we did nothing wrong, but try convincing them of that. You guys be really careful who you spend your time with, you guys. You got to be really careful who you call friends or acquaintances, because sometimes when you invite people into your life, you make a big mistake by doing so. My eyes have been opened to the people that I have surrounded myself with in the last few months and the last few years. I realize now that I had no clue as to who they really were, that I only saw what I wanted to see, and that I put too much trust in them too soon before really getting to know them. And I did this based on my past drug activity. My sobriety's been going well. I have been clean for a short while now, and I'm feeling a lot better about it. But that doesn't mean that life doesn't stop living, and the choices I made in the past are still coming to haunt me. And instead of having to deal with this added stress to my everyday stress, I decided that I want to just leave and start new. I mean, it's one thing to be worrying about my finances and worrying about finding a job and worrying about my mental health and my new relationship, but it's a whole another gambit to be worrying about it with the threat of my life being in jeopardy or Joshua's life being in jeopardy. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. There's too many other places that are nicer than here, too many other places where the people are friendlier than here, and why waste my time with this place anymore? I'm not going to sell my place. I'm going to keep it open in case things don't work out. Joshua and I will have some place to come back to, but in the meantime, I think this is the best choice for us. And what else can I fill you in on? I guess that's it for now. I mean, there are other things, but why don't we just save that for another video, and that way I can keep my commitment to posting more than one video. Keeping that commitment for posting yet one more video during the week. Anyways, you guys, this was my video for the week of March. My birthday is in 6 days, in case you want to send me gifts. Yay! Not sure what's going to happen on my birthday, but hopefully something nice. St. Patrick's Day, that's my birthday. So anyways, I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you for tuning into my channel, for giving me your ears, your eyes, your opportunity to tell my story. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Much love. Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so that I can get more followers. Thanks.